सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् अग्रे पश्यामि तेजो निबिडतरकला यावली लोभनीयं पीयूषाप्लावितोऽहं तदुतरे दिव्यकैशोरवेशं तारुण्यारम्भरम्यं परमसुखरसास्वाद रोमाञ्चिताङ्गैः आवीतं नारदाद्यैः विलसदुपनिषत् सुन्दरी मण्डलैश्च
Gurupavanapure Hantabhagyam Janana. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. Sriman Narayaneeyam is the very essence of Bhagavatam. But there are occasions where Bhattatri may be doing a more, I would say, an Anubhavam laden job. The way he enjoys Krishnavataram, at times we feel there are a few shlokas of Narayaneeyam that exceed the beauty of even Bhagavatam shlokas. One such Dashakam is Dashakam 45. And these are certain shlokas where verse after verse, Bhattatri brings the essence of how the women folk in Gokulam enjoyed Krishna and Balarama's association. Here he says, Snutakucha bharamanke dharayanti bhavantam tarala mati yashoda stanyada dhanya dhanya kapata pashupa madhye mugdha hasankuram te dashana mukula hridyam vikshya vaktram jaharsha yashoda tarala matihi. Yashoda with a very unsteady mind. So Yashoda, with that unsteady mind, she was not, when I say unsteady, it has nothing to do with a disease or disorder. She was unable to concentrate on other things because her mind was fixed only on Krishna. And then she had to remember, she had other jobs to attend. So it had to forcibly get unsteady. So Yashoda, Tarala Mati, because of that affection for Krishna, Snuta Kucha Bharam, with her heavy bosoms, breasts that were oozing milk, Snuta Kucha Bharam, Dhanya Dhanya, she was the most fortunate of the fortunate ones. It was not amongst the mundane local people like us that she is the fortunate. If there are a group of fortunate people in this world who could be listed, a laundry list of people who are extremely fortunate, she is the most fortunate of the fortunate ones. So, Snuta Kucha Bharam, Dhanya Dhanya. Why? One, she was looking at Krishna. Her mind was fixed on Krishna. She was seeing him. She was also getting to feed him. What all bhagyam she had. Dhanya Dhanya, Dharayanti Bhavantam Anke. She placed you, Hey Guruvayurappa, Hey Krishna, she placed you on her lap, Dharayanti Bhavantam Anke, Stanyada, and breastfed you. She started feeding you, Stanyada, Hey Kapata Pashupa, oh boy, the one who is known to dupe people, Hey Kapata Pashupa, Madhye Vikshyate Vaktram, in between the feeding, seeing your divine face. Because of the divine face that you had, Madhye Vikshyate Vaktram, seeing your divine face, Mugdha Hasankuram, with a captivating smile, Dashana Mukula Hridyam, that were extremely beautiful, like the jasmine buds that were found, such beautiful, so very well ordered and placed were your teeth. Dashana Mukula Hridyam, Sa Jaharsha, she enjoyed because everything, because she would feed him. And then she was looking at his smile, and then his jasmine bud like teeth. Everything would just give her the joy. Sa jaharsha, she rejoiced every moment. तदनुचरणचारी दारकैः साकमारात् निलयततिषु खेलन् बालचापल्यशाली भवनशुकबिडालान् वत्सकांश्चानुधावन् कथमपि कृतहासैर्गोपकैर्वारितो भूः तदनुचरणचारी. Having, then Bhattatri looks at Krishna, tadanu charanachari. Then you will start moving on your feet. Tvam khelan sakam darakaihi. While playing with the other boys, the boys whom you were playing with, arat nilaya tatishu, in the neighboring gopa houses. Now that the boys, initially they were crawling. If you remember the initial shlokas of Dashakam 45, they were crawling. Then they started kneeling on their knees. And then they would stand, and then they would fall, smeared with mud. Then they were fed with milk. Again they would start running. So they would start going to the other houses. Arat nilaya tatishu. They started entering the neighboring houses. There were so many houses in the vicinity, right? Arat nilaya tatishu bala chapalya shali anudhavan, with boyish pranks. These are little boys, right? They would, with those pranks, they would start running. Bhavana shuka bidalan vatsakan. Vatsakan, the little calves, the calves of the cows. Vatsakan, bidalan, the cats. And shuka, because parrots were, generally they were not put in cages. They would hover around because, grains would be thrown. And in Tamil, there is a beautiful word. Kili konjardu. Kili konjuvadu என்றால் என்ன? What does the sound of the parrots mean? Because parrots come as a group. And when they are very rejoiced because of the grains thrown, they start emanating a certain noise. That chirping, especially of the parrots as a big group, is very, very nice to listen to. And this is coupled with the pranks that these boys create. So there was only joy, there was only Brahmanubhavam there in Gokulam. Bhavana Shuka Bidalan Vatsakan. Because these boys, Krishna and Balarama, along with the other boys, creating those pranks, went house after house, going after the parrots and the calves and the cats. So, Bhavana Shuka Bidalan Vatsakancha Abhuhu Varitaha Kathamapi. They were restrained somehow. Gopakaihi Kritahasaihi. The Gopas, suddenly they started laughing. They erupted in laughter. Looking at these boys, creating that noise, going behind these animals. It was such a joyous atmosphere. Gopakaihi Kritahasaihi. They started laughing. Abhuhu Varitaha Kathamapi. Somehow they restrained themselves from all of this now, and then they burst into laughter. हलधर सहितस्त्वं यत्र यत्रोपयातो विवश पतितनेत्राः तत्र तत्रैव गोप्यः विगलितगृहकृत्याः विस्मृतापत्यभृत्याः मुरहर मुहुरत्यन्ताकुला नित्यमासन्. Hey Murahara, the one who was able to annihilate Mura, yatra yatra tvam upayataha. While the both of you were playing, especially you were playing with your brother, haladharaha sahitaha, with your brother who has got hala. He didn't have a plow then, but still he'll be later called Haladhara, right? So Bhattatri invokes that nama, Haladhara sahitaha tatra tatra, verily in those places, eva gopyaha vivasha patita netraha, wherever you and your older brother who is Balarama were playing, their gopikas and the gopas were continuously watching. Eva gopyaha vivasha patita netraha. So their eyes were drooping. Why? What happened, sir? Didn't they like? No, they liked them so much that they were engrossed in Krishna Anubhavam, engrossed in Balarama Anubhavam. So, Eva gopyaha vivasha patita netraha vigalita griha krityaha. So much so that they were engrossed in Krishna and Balarama. Vigalita griha krityaha. They forgot their household work. Vismrita bhrityaha nityam. With the children and the servants that they had to manage, they completely forgot their house, their children and the servants that they had to manage. Vigalita griha krityaha vismrita bhrityaha Nityam, day after day. It was not a one day affair. Day after day, they started neglecting their children, they started neglecting their own family, they started neglecting their daily work. It was always Krishna Bhakti Prajayate. They just kept looking at Krishna. Kashtadalli Rali. Utkrishtagalli Rali. The great composer born 600 years back in the state of Karnataka named Purandaradasa states. Kashtadalli ಉತ್ಕೃಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿರಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಾದರೂ ಮತಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟಿರಲಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣವೆಂಬೋ ಶಿಷ್ಟರು ಬೇಡುವ ಅಷ್ಟಾಕ್ಷರ ಮಹಾಮಂತ್ರದ ನಾಮವ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಿನ್ನ ನಾಮದ ಸ್ಮರಣೆಗೆ ಸಾರಾಮೃತವು ಎನ್ನ ನಾಲಿಗೆಗೆ ಬರಲಿ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಿನ್ನ ನಾಮದ ಸ್ಮರಣೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿ ಸೇಸ್ Vismritapatya bhrityaha nityam. Day after day, they completely neglected others, they completely forgot others, they were only drenched in Krishna and Balarama anubhavam. Muhuhu asan atyantakulaha. So, murahara muhuratyantakula. So, again and again, they seemed extremely distressed because they were just losing control over others. Their control was only on their anubhavam of Krishna. Bhattatri continues, Pratinavanavanītam Gopika Dattamichan Kalapadamupagayan Komalam Kwapi Nrityan Sadaya Yuvati Lokair Arpitam Sarparishnan Kvachana Navavipakvam Dugdhamapyapi Bastvam Tvam Ichan Prati Nava Navanitam. From here onwards it is Navanitam and Navanita Chauryam. Navanitam butter, pratinava navanitam, desiring to eat fresh butter. Tvam icchan, hey Bhagavan, hey Krishna, you desire to have freshly made butter. Pratinava navanitam, gopika dattam, offered by the gopikas offered it. Upagayan, kalapadam, singing songs which were indistinct. You could not find out the exact words, but sweet words they were. Kwapi komalam nrityam, sometimes dancing most charmingly. They were charmingly dancing. Ashnan sarpihi arpitam, were eating the ghee offered to them. Sadaya yuvati lokaihi, by the compassionate young gopika woman. Kvachana api apibaha, even on some occasions, even drank nava vipakvam dugdham, freshly boiled milk. So Krishna and Balarama now started experiencing the niceties and the taste associated with freshly boiled milk, freshly made curds, the butter that was extracted from the curds, and then of course the ghee, the clarified butter. So every part of the cow, which is the milk related products, they started enjoying. So on one side he was showering love on the cows and the calves. On one side he was playing with the calves. On the other side these boys were enjoying all these milk related products. Kvachana api apibaha, they even drank navavipakvam dugdham, freshly boiled milk. So on a lighter note, if at all you've been looking for a vegan Krishna, as of now he's not available. He's absolutely A2 organic grass-fed milk Krishna. So there's only joy in this Dashakam. Let's see as the just joy continues in the coming shlokas in the next episode.
Life is a learning. Every day is a learning. So why stop? We are very happy to present Ramayana Pariksha RAP 2025. This is being organized by our trust Deshikadaya. It is an online examination. All that you have to do is to read the book Ramayanam Volume 1 that I have authored, and 2, register for the exam. It is happening on the 22nd of June 2025. Exciting prizes, and the biggest prize is reading the Ramayana and answering the questions. Age no bar, geography no bar. So why stop? Register soon. Namaskar.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते। नारायण 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 नारायण